Governor Ray's procession ended at the State House, where his casket was in the center of the rotunda. There was a wreath-laying ceremony, and Iowans were able to walk up to pay their respects.
Local 5's Angelina Salcido was inside the Capitol during an evening of powerful goodbyes to this admired governor.
Well, Governor Ray was only the 8th person to lie in state at the state capitol. Throughout the day, we heard stories and memories from many who watched the procession. Today, Iowans honored the former governor and his family, showing that his legacy will live on.
He was a very important figure in the state, and I just wanted to pay my respects.
That was a common theme all throughout Governor Ray's procession. The route started at the governor's mansion. Terrace Hill was his home for almost 20 years. Myrna Johnson watched from the front lawn.
Actually, I remember very well some Southeast Asians coming to my hometown, very small town in northwest Iowa, and just the way he really rallied the state around that group of people.
The trip continued past Roosevelt High School, where Robert Ray and his wife Billy first met. His legacy lives on through his grandson. The boy's second-grade teacher shared the story of when she met the governor for the first time.
When his grandparents walked in to be his speakers on Friday morning, he was very proud. He said, "I'd like you to meet my grandparents. This is my grandma, Billy. I know it's a boy's name, but it's her name. And this is my grandpa, Bob. But you need to call him Robert because that's his professional name. And you need to know this about my grandfather. He was governor, he was mayor, and he was president." And all the second graders went wild. "He's president! He's president!"
Next was Drake University, where both Robert and Billy went to school. Governor Ray also got his law degree there, and many years later served as the interim president.
I knew of Governor Ray, and he always impressed me as someone who was fair and willing to listen, equitable. Didn't matter if it was Democrat or Republican, he was willing to listen.
The procession ended at the Iowa State Capitol, Governor Ray's final resting place and second home. Inside, 3 wreaths were laid to honor the late governor, one from his family, Governor Kim Reynolds, and leaders from the Asian community.
We feel that Iowa has been the best home for immigrants, for refugees, and for the future of America.
Governor Ray's impact was global. He allowed Asian refugees into the country after the Vietnam War when no one else would.
Governor Ray is a tremendous example of great leaders in America. It's not only for the state of Iowa. He set up a very good example for Iowa and other states to follow.
Iowans say his impact on the state will remain, and he'll continue to be a ray of light in the community.
He just embodied what people thought those of us from the state of Iowa should be.
Now, it was a day full of emotions for everyone who paid their respects. They say it was a moment in history they were happy to be a part of. In the studio, Angelina Salcido, Local 5 News, We Are Iowa.